Hey, music theory students and students of sight singing. Here we have a melody that is by Schubert and will incorporate modulations that are more distant. So we've been looking at closely related modulations earlier, which are modulations to the dominant or similar modulations such as those. Now we're going to have some more distant modulations that might be a little bit more challenging. We will continue to use the pivot tone as well. Let's take a look at this melody. This melody has 3 flats in its key signature. It starts on a C. It leaps up a fifth to the G. It has a B natural. These are all indicators that the melody is in the key of C minor. Okay, let's practice this opening. Here is do, 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 sol, sol, do, re, ti, 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 do, sol, sol. Now, keep going. Sol, re, do, sol. We can still stay in the key of C minor. Now here, re, do, sol, ti, do, sol, 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 do, sol, 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 la, ti. Ascending up the melodic minor scale in C minor. Let's go back to this phrase and practice that. Sol, re, do, sol, ti, do, sol, 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 la, ti, 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 ti. So here we have a sudden modulation to an E, which it resolves on. So we started off in the key of C minor, which has an E flat in its key signature. And now we've settled on a key that resolves to an E natural. So here is where the modulation happens, and here is your G sharp and your F sharp and your A natural. These are all indicators that you're in the key of E minor. So we went from the key of C major to the key of E major. Sorry, C minor to the key of E major, which is a pretty drastic modulation because it wipes out the use of the E flat and replaces it with a E natural. Let's practice this modulation. We're going to use this tone as our pivot tone. So remember, when we went from here, do, sol, 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 la, ti, 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 sol. So ti, 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 sol. I'm calling this sol because it's the dominant in the key of E major. I'm not changing the pitch. I'm going from a T to a sol syllable, but the pitch is the same. So let's practice that again. Ti, 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 sol, mi, re, fa, mi, re, do. Right. So let's practice this. Ti, 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 sol, mi, re, fa, mi, re, do. Now, what key did we settle on here? C major. So there was a modulation to C major. This melody started off in C minor, and it modulates to the key of C major. And that's a modulation to the parallel major. So now let's think about this note over here. Here's a G natural. So if we're coming from here, sol, mi, re, fa, mi, re, do. Now this note in the key of E major should be a G sharp, but it's a G natural. So we're going to call that May. And then in this note, we're going to call it sol, since it's in the key of C major. So let's practice that modulation from here. Ti, 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 sol, mi, re, fa, mi, re, do. Me, sol, mi, re, fa, mi, re, do. Right, so me in the key of E major, replace it with the syllable sol for the key of C major. So we're going from C minor to E major to C major. And those are all distant modulations, because in the key of E major you have a C sharp, and in the key of C major you have no C sharp. So those are all drastic modulations. Okay, students, I'm looking forward to hearing practice on this example that has modulation to distant keys. Please record your performance. Use a quarter note pulse for your tempo. I understand that it's in cut time, but for our purposes, since we want to create a manageable tempo, please sing this in quarter notes. So feel it in 4 for now, and then later we'll feel it in cut time. Thank you so much.